Hey everybody, John Huber here, Maryland Education Network, brought to you by Maryland K-12. I want to talk to you a little bit about this situation in Anne Arundel County. It's not directly related to the school system, but it kind of is in a sense, and I'll get to that. If you're not following, you haven't been paying attention, a fight of sorts happened at Brooklyn Park Middle School. Kids came home afterwards. Who knows what happened. If one was suspended, one was not. I don't know if they were both suspended. I don't know. And they never really came out and said, and they won't. That's how school systems are. But anyway, one of the kids goes over to the other kid's house with parents and a group of other adults in tow, and they demand to see, according to the fiance of the man who lived in the house, said, we send this kid out. They're going to finish it now. They're going to fight it. And allegedly, the father said, no, he's not. He's going to stay inside. He's not coming out. And they say, well, now, according to the fiance, now the fight's with you. We're coming for you. And it kind of got a little fuzzy there. Next thing you know, they're fighting 5 against 1, or 4, 5, 6. I'm not sure how many it was. I think it was 5 against 1. And the man ends up dying. And apparently, and according to the fiance originally, that was her story. They came over. They said, we're here to see this kid. And he said, no, you're not seeing him. He's inside. And he said, well, now the fight's with you. And they went after him, according to her. And now things have changed just a little bit. Apparently, a video came out that showed that the man in the house was the one who threw the first punch. The man who lived there on his property threw the first punch. I don't think that this changes a whole heck of a lot. I think when you, and I'm not laughing, I'm just kind of frustrated, this whole thing, because, when you go into someone else's property and you start, demanding things, you're taking a chance. You're rolling the dice, and who knows what's going to happen. I don't think it changes too much, but it puts a different light on it, and because the original story was from the fiance, who said they came in, they demanded to see the child. He said you couldn't see it. They said, now we're after you, and they went after him. Well, that's not exactly what happened. Apparently, the original, the father was a little bit aggressive with 5 people standing there. It in no way justifies what's happening here. And whoever killed this man, they need to go. It's just that simple. It's horrible. But my larger point in all this is, this is something that school systems deal with, and you hear people complaining all the time about school systems, saying, the kids aren't doing this and the kids aren't doing that. This is what schools are faced with this parental mentality, where my kid got in a fight, we're going to go over there and find that parent, and then the other parents stand there saying, well, I'm going to stand here and I'm going to defend myself, and I'm going to punch you. You certainly don't want to talk poorly about the victim, and I'm not, because it was I don't know what I would have done in that situation. But my first reaction would have probably been to pick up a phone and call 911 and say, hey, these people here are on my property. You need to come and get them off. I just don't know. But the larger point I'm getting at here is, for the people who like to bust on the school system and bust on the teachers and the administrators, This is it. This is what they are faced with all the time. These are the parents who are in the office yelling and screaming or carrying on because their kid was suspended, or their kid was, my kid's not going to be a punching bag. My kid's being bullied. There's a lot more going on here than most people realize. And as usual, the first story, there was more to the story. I don't think it changes much in my mind. You go over somebody's house and you do that, you got to go. But the bottom line is, think about the school systems. Think about who knows what happened in the school that day. Think about that. This is and you hear people in the news every day saying, your math scores are low. Yeah, of course their math scores are low. What do you think? Because this is what they're worried about. They're worried about, my kid got in a fight, and we're going to go over to that other kid's house, and we're going to do something about it. Horrible, horrible situation all around. Who knows where I'll keep my eye on it, and who knows where it's going to end. But anyway, those are my thoughts for the day. And I hope you all have a great day. Thanks.